Hey, dude, back up. Hell wrong with you? I'm just playing. I'm just laying in the bed. Just got back from work. Ha, you know what I'm saying? My pillowcase off, but that's okay. Still got my shirt on. I like to sleep when I come home. Don't like to change the shirt. I feel extra comfortable when I'm in my CBS shirt. You know what I'm saying? But this is vlog number 5 or 6, and today, what a day that I had today, man. I tell you, I woke up at like 4 a.m. And when I woke up at 4 a.m., I woke up too early because I went to bed way earlier than I expected. Because I was laying down all day. I took 2 melatonin. I probably had the worst sleep ever. My hair kind of getting long again. And I woke up at 4, and I was about to watch The Sopranos, but instead of watching The Sopranos, I was like, you know what? I'm about to get up earlier and go on the computer and shit. So I went on the computer. I started doing hella research. I applied to like 15, 20 jobs, probably closer to 10 real good ones. And then I did 2 parts of the LSAT prep. And I came to the realization, after realizing how to do the test and how the test should be done, that it's not as hard as I thought it would be. Crazy, right? Well, let me introduce myself. Mule in the building, low cut mule in the building, pimple mule in the building. I think this is a bug bite in the building. In the building. I love my life. Anyway, I figured out that it's really not that complicated. You just have to be able to classify the things quickly in your mind. The hardest part is the speed, because I'm very logical. I'm very quickly able to break things down and figure out what's going on. Actually not, no. I'm able to break things down, but not quickly. So it takes me some time. I have to read and read and read. And then I read the questions a couple of times. Then it starts to click for me. But by that time, it's too late. And now I'm having to rush at the end. So I figured out the way to get really good at it is to train your mind to automatically jump to the closest possible correct conclusion based on the text. So what does that mean? Like, all right, if the text says Sally had a car and the car was red, and that means that all cars should be red, you should automatically be thinking of what that means. Like, is this a logical reasoning? Is this a da-da-da-da? This is da-da-da-da-da, right? And then when you have that in your mind, you take that, and now the question says, show how this thing is wrong, or show the flaw. And you know that logical reasoning, the main flaws are this, and this. And so you look for those within the questions or within the answers, and it just becomes like repeatable as fuck. So that's the part that I'm gonna study. I took the first 2. I took notes on how I felt. I wrote shit down, like felt slower or slowed down, just general feelings. The whole purpose of me taking notes is to go back once I do get the correct answers, because I only did 2. There's 4 parts. I gotta finish the 2 parts after this little nap. You know it. After this little nap, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll have the correct answers, and I'll be able to go back and look through like boom, 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 right? But what I realized was I don't even have to go to law school. I don't even have to do that. Why I'm doing that? I realized that it's a lot of money to go, and if it's not something that I'm super duper set on, like, oh, I want to be an activist, or I want to be a politician, or this or that. I just wanted to do it for money, you know? Point blank period. Like, I'm like, all right, this is guaranteed money. And I had this question during the LSAT that was like, yo, what? And it basically confirmed my whole thought process of doing things first, right? Doing the thing that you actually want to do, and allowing that to be the thing that makes you money, like making money from your passion, quote unquote, finding a way to monetize yourself or your brand. And that's my whole thing. It's like, why am I going to do this and put myself on this long trajectory? Because what? Because I know it'll make me money? Or what is this actually doing for me? And what it is doing for me and what it would have done for me. I'm not completely ruling it out. I'm still going to take the test, study for it a bunch, see what score I get, and then allow that to inform my decision. I'll definitely be going back to school in August, but, you know what I'm saying? I don't really need to do that. In my mind, I was just buying myself time to see what else can happen with content creation, or see how much more I can apply myself to building a personal brand when I'm really not even applying myself to building a personal brand at all. The whole reason why I feel like I've slowed down on building a personal brand is because it is so fake and fraudulent, and it's not genuine. It's not real. It's like, and it doesn't have to be, but I don't want to live a life online and give people advice from just things that I've heard. Or, yeah, I heard Alex Hormozy said this one time and it makes sense to me, so maybe it'll make sense to you. Like, I want to actually have the experience and actually have this thing that I did, this business that I created and ran successfully, and this, all these accolades and reasons why you should actually buy in, and results that I can show you and be like, hey, do you want to receive these same results based on this business that I've created and things that I've done? And I have yet to master myself. And because I have yet to master myself, I cannot sit here and be like, oh, I want to help you master you. How do I look? I'm still dealing with things and pushing through things, and that you know, and that doesn't say like, all right, don't do personal businesses or do personal coaching or don't help people just because you don't feel like you're qualified. But at the same time, there's a certain level of experience necessary to really make change, and I'm not trying to small change it. Like, I want this to be something that generations can take this business or whatever it is and run with it if they decide to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just trying to create a small entrepreneurial venture and make $1,000 just because coaching is hot right now, or make, you know, 6 figures for 1 year just because coaching is hot. And then, you know, because it won't really work like that. You'll keep, you know, not to get all business on niggas, but I'm not looking for it to be a short-term thing for me. I'm looking for my long-term thing, so then I can start working shorter-term business, money-making side hustles around that, right? And right now, any business that I would start would be a side hustle, because it wouldn't be generating the money that I would need to survive unless I just hit the lotto, right? But, and not to say that that's not possible, but it takes time and effort and energy to build great businesses, right? And to get people to trust you so you don't have to sell. My whole goal in life is to not have to sell so hard. I hate having to do that. I'm really good at it, but the more and the harder you sell, the less people will actually be able to take the information, apply the information, because they'll be too worried about the level of trust, or too worried that they're getting ripped off, or like just focusing on the wrong things because you had to apply tactics or apply pressure to areas that didn't necessarily need to be applied to get them to make a decision. And it's just like, it's just not my vibe right now, man. And so I'm all about building myself up right now. I want to build up more education. I want to get back into a space or use the things that I currently have to make enough money to then build a business. But I want to still have that main thing be, and have the ability to make me a lot of money with or without the success of the business. So I say that to say I am still going to be going back to school. I'm keeping the JD in mind, I'm keeping the law degree in mind. But the reason why I still want to pursue and get the education down, or get that part down, not only will allow me time to build the business out and make me the money, but it'll also allow me to have more internships where I can get more experience and then get a high paying job right after graduation. Instead of having to work my way up from marketing, intern, associate to, I want to make some money now and then use that money and put it into my businesses and put it into different areas where it can make more money. And I want stability too. But the reason for school is because not that I lack the information or the expertise or the education, it's the fact that I still need a little bit of time, and also I want to then use that time and energy and experience from the degree to then make money to invest back then. If you see the circle, you see the circle. If you don't, you don't. Nigga, think quicker. Like, think quicker, nigga. Simple. So then, right, I was saying, I was at work and I was thinking like, all right, well, I want to still work with athletes, right? And this guy came in and he was gay and he was like, yo, what are you doing right now? Are you in school? And he was a sociologist. And so he deals with a bunch of different people, so on and so forth, like basically categorizing and using data to figure out the reasons why a certain group of people or certain groups of people deal with certain things, which is perfect. And I feel like we're about to start a business together. Besides the fact that he's gay, that's irrelevant, because he worked with student athletes and we had the same vision about wanting to be able to teach them the skills earlier and then throughout their collegiate journeys, because the majority of you athletes that are watching this right now, you are not going to the league. You are not that good at basketball. You are not that good at football. I'm here to tell you, get that shit, like, get your mind right. You're not going to the league. If you're watching this right now, you're not going to the league. Because niggas that's going to the league, them niggas do not watch Mule. Them niggas watch workout regimens and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This channel is for degenerates. Simple. So now that we know that a majority of athletes are not going to the league, how can we help these people and give them the resources so they can set themselves up for success, or possibly even go to play professionally, just not in the league? So the whole thing of me like, yo, I'm about to get a law degree, I'm about to go to JD. I'm about to go JD and I'm about to sign these athletes. But I don't want to go that route. I want to go the data route. I want to go the helping route and then leave the signing and the basketball to someone else, because I'm not all that interested in the basketball side of things and like all right, this guy has it, this guy doesn't. I'm more so interested in the other side, where we're weeding out the athletes who have it and the athletes that don't. And the athletes that don't, they get the extra educational, motivational coaching and things like that. But I still want to be able to sign those athletes, but it'll be a separate sector of the business and represent them, and still prepare them, because even professional is short-lived. Professional career overseas is short-lived, and you're still going to want to find something else to do after. You're not going to be playing till you're 40. Unless you play for fucking Finland, the Finland Fanooks. They just like play nobody, and you live off a small salary in a small German township. But you're not coming back to America with that shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga, no, you gotta sign with me. So yeah, and then I just want to coach those guys and just, build a base around that. And I had this idea for a long time. This is Mule Sports, but it got intertwined with entertainment content because I watch so much entertainment and I feel like everything that I have to do has to be a business. Everything that I do, like, I'm like, yeah, man, like everything has to make money. Nothing can be about passion or just a laugh or just enjoyment. No, like, shit just was getting to me at the time. And originally I was only reacting to motivational content, but then it was like, okay, Taekwondo on a 2-man. Yeah, I probably would have watched that shit. Oh shit, Taekwondo on a 3-man. Oh shit, Taekwondo on the boat. Oh shit. Then I just got into the bitches niche, and then I'm at Avery B, and I'm like, yo, this shit lit. All you gotta do is talk to girls, and you get subscribers and money. And I realized that that doesn't make money at all. So I'm like, wow, like I just fucking wasted so much time. And I'm like chasing bitches around because I'd really just want to fuck when I don't even have to do content to fuck. Like, shit really puzzled me, bro. Shit puzzled me, bro. But the way you get around people and you just think one way is detrimental to society. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's detrimental. So make sure you get differing opinions. And I saw this degree at Georgia State that's like so super duper interesting. I always thought of data science and data analytics and using that to develop strategies around things, right? And in this case, I would be developing a strategy and using data and also mostly sociological things. Like, I wouldn't say sociological things, I would say the data that they would use to then build a sort of calculation around not only how to master branding, create basically athlete industry plants, but also how to evaluate them to make sure, basically like rap label, but for athletes. But we know for sure that they're destined to be a star based on this, I wouldn't want to say AI model, but based off a lot of data that I have compiled and put into essentially a calculator to calculate their chances of having a successful career in the NBA, and then dumping additional money into their success for whatever reason they're not. So the calculator says this is the reasons why, and this is the reasons why not, and then it gives you methodology of how you can then take that and improve from it. And if there's less improvement, then that's the athlete that we want to put a little extra money in, you know what I'm saying? But if there's too much, those are the athletes that we just want to push to the educational side of things. Like, hey man, you're not going, dude. Here, look, this is like legit buckets right here. Legit, you're not going to the league. Here, go over here. You're not going to the league, pal. But it's like that 7'2" nigga who works at McDonald's and hooped, but for some reason he just can't afford to go to college or something. And he just, I don't know what happened. He was from Iowa. He was from the smallest town in Iowa and had no exposure. And we take him and we're like, all right, man, we're going to build you a brand. We're going to push you over here. We're going to build you a brand. And we're going to make you an industry plant. You know what I'm saying? Get you all these NIL deals. And that was the whole reason for, like, the law degree because we want to broker those things ourselves, and we don't want to hire lawyers, and we need certain qualifications to work with students and all this NIL agency nah, bro. Like, but you can get all those certifications. You don't necessarily need a law degree, but it would be extremely beneficial just from a trust factor, and also from I don't have to hire a lawyer, and I can do it myself. But at the end of the day, I don't really even have. I'm not like a. I'm not like a. I want to make mom and dad proud. This is what this guy was telling me. He's like, most people do it for that reason, but like the main thing for me isn't the degree. I feel like the main thing for lawyers is like I'm a lawyer. Like I identify strongly with law. Like I am a lawyer. This is my claim to fame. My family tells